Hey everybody, I'm at the Milwaukee booth at the World of Concrete with Brandon.
Yeah.
He's the product manager for the new 1 horsepower 2-inch submersible pump. It's an MX tool. Brandon, can you kind of walk us through? I'd love to do a little bit of a deeper dive on what this bad boy is.
I would too. Yeah, so this is the world's first battery industrial submersible pump. So it's a full-size 2-inch 1 horsepower submersible pump, max flow rate 90 gallons a minute, top head height 60 feet of head height.
Really?
What's neat about this product, right now we're showing at about 7 feet, which is the equivalent back pressure of pumping 100 feet horizontally.
Okay, wow.
What's neat about this product is we're not tied to a generator any longer. So we've got a pump console. So we're gonna deliver the most mobile pumping solution on the job site today.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about the pump itself and maybe the power source.
Yeah, so what's neat is because we're not running this off of a generator, we've got our own electronics, and that's gonna allow us to do some pretty cool things. Today, pumps, you plug them in and they run on high and that's it. Because we've got electronics, we can detune that pump and run it at a couple different modes. So on high, we're gonna match the output of your typical 1 horsepower 2-inch submersible pump.
Okay.
On high, we're gonna get up to 20 minutes of runtime, which will be over 2,000 gallons moved.
Oh, wow.
But we can also detune it running on a lower speed, and by doing that, we extend runtime over 2 hours, and then that total volume increases from 2,000 gallons to over 5,000 gallons.
And that's based off what battery?
XC6.0, great call out.
Okay.
So if you're looking for more runtime, you can bump up to the 12 and all those numbers double.
And I noticed the power pack here, it's set up like a backpack, so you could wear this, you could set it on the ground, the remote clicks into it.
Yeah.
Right, so what else would you, it doesn't charge it, does it?
It does not charge it. This will come kitted with an XC6.0, our standard charger, the pump console, and the pump itself.
And this is it right here. This is the unit here. This is it's not the same one powering the pump.
Correct, yep.
It's not as heavy as I thought it would be either.
Yeah, not bad.
I think it's about 15 pounds maybe?
Yeah, right in around that ballpark.
Tell me about cost, availability, maybe some possible usages, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. So this will be available in the summer of 2024. It's going to retail full kit at $24.99. Where we're going to be a really great solution is going to be those mobile pumping opportunities on job sites. After a rain, you've got puddle pumps, right? You've got different puddles and trenches. Also confined spaces, mechanical vaults, electrical vaults. Because we're not tied to a generator any longer, it's really easy to pick that pump and that console up, move it to different places. You can also put it right next to the opening in the ground where generators, you generally have to space away because of the emissions and you don't want them dropping down into the trenches. We don't have that issue at all. So again, you can pump and you can place that product right where you're going to be doing the pumping application.
You can deploy it fast and quick. Can we power this up and kind of
you bet. I'm going to show you something really cool here. I'm holding a remote.
Come over here a little bit.
So this product's going to come with the remote, and while the remote will turn the product on and off, the bigger value in this is it's going to provide the user notifications and operating status. You can see we've got a battery gauge. We also have a low water or no water sensor, and it'll confirm the different modes. There's also, besides high and low, an auto mode. So on auto mode, the pump's actually going to be an intelligent pump. It's going to automatically shut off when the water gets below the impeller.
And what is that, half inch, quarter inch?
Yeah, about an inch or so.
About an inch or so, okay.
And then it'll turn back on when it senses water. And in auto, the real value is as you have incoming flow, the pump will be able to start to understand that flow based on how long it's on and how long it's off, and it'll start tailoring the performance of the pump to match the incoming flow. So here, we'll turn it on right now.
Yeah, let's turn this on. So you're gonna pump right up through here. Here we go. So that's pumping up about 6 or 7 feet. And you said it's 60-foot vertical?
Yeah, we can do 60-foot max head height.
Wow. And 100-foot horizontal.
Yeah, so this is equivalent flow rating right now as if we were pumping 100% horizontally.
Right. This setup is equivalent to 100-foot.
Yep, horizontal. You got it. So the other neat thing that I'll mention, I talked about auto shutoff. So auto shutoff's
really
not
quiet,
new.
By the way.
Yeah.
I can't even hear the thing running. It's
no generator.
Full of water. So auto shutoff.
Yeah, so auto shutoff isn't a new feature in the industry, but the majority of pumps have an auto shutoff that's operated by a mechanical float or an electrical float that hangs off the side of the pump. That'll shut the pump off in low water scenarios, but generally they leave up to 6 inches of water
like
when they do.
Pump. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so a lot of contractors, that's unacceptable because they need to gain access to the space that they're pumping. So we're providing that auto shut-off feature, which improves durability by not allowing that pump to run dry, while only allowing that water to be about 1 inch left as opposed to 6 inches.
So I mean, this is marketed as a submersible pump, but it's really operating like a surface pump because you can just put it right down in a puddle. It'll go down 1 inch.
Correct.
And that's because you don't have to deal with a float. It's dealing off of what, a sensor or something inside.
Yeah, so we can actually sense the load that pump is pulling, the power it's pulling. And so when that impeller is fully submerged, it's drawing a lot of power, right? When that water dips below the impeller, the pump can tell that it's not working as hard anymore, and so it'll automatically shut off. And you're seeing that feature work right here.
Yeah,
that pump's pumping, right? And as that water gets all the way down low, it shuts the pump off.
It shuts it off and it goes back down.
And then every couple seconds, it's going to return on and check for water. And once it senses that, it'll turn back on. And as it's doing that, it's starting to adjust performance to match that incoming flow.
Wow. 20 minutes and 2,000 gallons. That's pretty impressive.
On high, yeah.
Thank you so much for your
time.
time.
Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.